am so happy that you've decided to spend some time with me because I love spending time with you. Now, today's lesson is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to learn a new word, a big word, a word to add to your vocabulary box or your vocabulary bank. The word is enormous. Enormous, yes. And this word might look difficult, might look a little hard, but it isn't. It really isn't. This is a second grade word, and for some kids, a third grade word. But you're in preschool, daycare, nursery school, and some of you are being homeschooled. And guess what? You can learn this big second grade or third grade word today. The word is enormous. Now, you see that E, it's not a long E. And sometimes you'll hear people say enormous, but it's not enormous. It's like an elephant, enormous. Okay? So let's say the word enormous. Good. Tell the ceiling, enormous. Good. Tell the floor, enormous. Good. Tell the wall, enormous. Great. Tell the door, enormous. Great. Now, how many sounds or syllables do you hear in the word enormous? Let's clap it out. Enormous. 3. Very, very good. Now, let's spell the word enormous together. E-N-O-R-M-O-U-S. And the word is enormous. Very good. Now, the word enormous means, here's some words that give you a definition of the word enormous. It can mean huge, vast, gigantic, very large. In other words, the word enormous means very, 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 very big, huge, gigantic, like a giant is enormous. When you go to the zoo and you see an elephant is enormous. When you go to an amusement park with your family and you get on a gigantic, huge roller coaster, that's enormous. I went with my granddaughters this summer to Sesame Place. Sesame Place is a wonderful amusement park for little children, but that place is enormous. Enormous. I'm telling you, so much to see, so much to do, so many things to buy, so much to eat. We had a long day and a lot of fun, but I was tired because it's so many places to walk around and, and visit. It's enormous. So when you think of enormous, think of an elephant. Very, 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 very big. The sky is enormous. An ocean is enormous. Yes, you get it? The moon. No matter where you go in the world, when you look up in the sky at night, there's only one moon. That must be a big moon that everybody, no matter where you live in the world, can see the moon because the moon is enormous. That means gigantic, huge, big. Now, when we talk about parts of speech, and we know that there are 8 parts of speech, enormous is an adjective. And I have to go over that with you one day. An adjective is a word that describes a word. It describes a noun. So if we said the elephant is enormous, then you're really saying that the elephant is very, 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 very big, right? So enormous is a word to add to your personal vocabulary bank or box. Enormous. Okay? So now we're going to watch a video, and this video is going to further explain the word enormous. Okay? Wasn't that exciting? And did you learn a lot? Yes. So now we're going to play another little game. I'm going to show you a video, and it's like a thumbs up or a thumbs down video. And on the video, it's going to ask you if the word enormous is spelled correctly. So let's look at it again. E-N-O-R-M-O-U-S. Get a good look at it. Look at it. Because on the video, it's going to say, is this word spelled correctly? So you got to look at those letters and try to remember. Enormous. Enormous. And make sure it's spelled correctly. And if it is, then you put a thumbs up. It's going to be a thumbs up, but you can put a thumbs up too. And then it's going to also show you pictures of some items. And you have to figure out if it's enormous, right? For example, if I were to say to you, this marker that I have in my pencil, is this marker enormous? Then you would say, no, Miss Nancy, this marker is just a regular size marker. It's not huge, it's not big. But if I were to say to you, is the sky enormous? Thumbs up. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Miss Nancy. If I were to say to you, is my bow enormous? Well, it's a big bow. It's a big bow, bigger than normal. But it's big. But is it huge, 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 huge? It's enormous? Yeah, you would say, nah, not enormous. It's big, but it's not enormous. So it would be thumbs down. But then, if I were to say to you, how about the tall trees in the forest where Little Red Riding Hood would walk and go visit her grandmama? Are those trees enormous? You thumbs up. Yes, Miss Nancy, they are. All right? Now here's the final one, and all of you should get this right. Is Miss Nancy's head enormous? You better say thumbs down, because Miss Nancy's head is a normal size, right? Thumbs down, because my head is not enormous, okay? So we're going to play this little game. Watch the video and see if it's a thumbs up, thumbs down, or see if the word enormous is spelled correctly. Okay. Wasn't that a lot of fun? Did you get them all right? Thumbs up and thumbs down. Did you get them right? Well, boys and girls, this concludes our Learning with Miss Nancy session. And until next time, remember to tell all of your family and friends to subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye now.